Hey, welcome to the next episode of Tearing Through the Roof, the podcast where life gets messy, friendships get real, and when the door is blocked, we make our own way to Jesus. Let's go. Hey, I'm your host, Jamie Carter. On today's episode is a good friend of mine, Mr. Jeff Wells.
Hi.
Hey, glad to have you.
Glad to be here, Jamie. I appreciate it.
And sometimes it's people look at me kind of strange when I say, hey, I want you to be on a podcast. They give me that deer in the headlight looks, but I appreciate you being here. And Jeff goes to church here at Dixie Baptist with us. How long you been going here?
Since 21.
21, so 5 years and coming up on 6 probably, fixing to start our 6th year. In that time, we've become pretty good friends, I'd say.
Oh, yeah.
I like that small church setting where that pastor congregant thing kind of goes away and we just become friends.
That's right. I like it too.
I like it so much better that way. So, Jeff, being on the podcast here, there's 2 requirements to be on it. So you're already here, so I think you're going to qualify. I know the first one, but number 1, you are a born again believer in the Lord Jesus Christ.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, here's the one that trips people up. You've had to had a mess in your life.
Oh, pretty much daily.
Well, maybe that's why we're such good friends.
Yeah, that's right.
Pretty much daily. All right, so check. We've got you're a born again believer, and we have messes in our life, right?
That's right.
So, how long have you been a born again believer?
Since 1997.
1997. So,
pretty good little while.
Yeah, coming up on 30 years, probably. It looks like, getting close. Yeah,
getting close.
29. If you don't care, tell me a little bit about your salvation story. How did you become a born again believer?
Well, I was raised in a good Christian family and went to church my whole life. And probably when I was about 10 years old, I went forward, thought at church one Sunday, and thought I was saved. And later on in life, as life happens, I think it was in the spring of '97. I believe it was May. We had an accident on the farm and our shop burned. Mm-hmm. And I can remember one night, and it kind of traumatic for us, because we got older equipment and we farm, and that was kind of like our safe haven. If something tore up, if we could get it back to the shop, my dad and I, we could fix it. Yeah. And was kind of going through that, and we would get up in the mornings and kind of clean up around the shop and all that, and then we'd start farming. Mm-hmm. We'd go to the fields. And one night I was working late. It was probably 1 o'clock in the morning, and I was on the tractor by myself, and I had a little piece that was broke on the disc, and it needed to be welded. Well, our shop had burned, and we didn't have an air compressor, didn't have a welder, didn't have anything. And I just broke down and lost it. Mm-hmm. I was like, golly, why is all this happening? Why are we having to go through this? And God just got a hold of me and told me, hey, you're not saved. Yeah. And so he just really shook me that night. And I didn't know, I knew I needed to talk to somebody, but I didn't want to call anybody at 1 o'clock in the morning, so I waited till the next day and got up, went about my daily thing, and he just kept pounding on me. You need to talk to somebody. You've got to get right with me. Mm-hmm. And we were walking around the shop and getting ready to go to the field, and lo and behold, the senior pastor, or the senior pastor for the senior adults, and the music director was around the other side of the shop, and they pulled up, and I didn't even know they were there. And I walked around and I seen Brother Dennis, and I'm like, all right, Lord, here we go. Because he didn't give me time to call anybody or talk to anybody or anything. He sent somebody. And
so let me start. Let's go back to when you were a kid. So you said you were 8 or 9 somewhere.
Probably around 10. Somewhere
10.
Around, yeah.
And so it was just like a Sunday morning, Sunday night. Was it a vacation Bible school?
I think it was like a Sunday morning. And it's kind of one of those things where my friends were doing it, and I kind of got caught up in the act of it.
You don't know how many times I hear that story. from adults. And I was a kid, and I felt something, but I wasn't sure. Maybe I did it because everybody else done it. It just didn't take. Did you feel different after that time, or did you just continue on your life as normal?
You mean when I was younger?
Yeah, you were younger.
Well, I felt different, but I just thought I was too young to have the change.
Yeah. Did you get baptized then?
Yes.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
So years later, how old were you when this happened?
Let's see, about probably 27.
Had you been going to church this
Yes.
whole time? So
Now I skipped a few years in there.
Yeah.
I had some.
Yeah.
Was
you married at this point?
Yes.
So,
Leanne got married, and I got married in 95.
So 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years later. Had kids yet?
Hadn't had kids yet.
That's a blessing.
I guarantee it.
Because I was kind of the same way. I mean, I was an alcoholic. I drank, and the Lord got a hold of me and got me straight before I had children. And I thank him for that all the time, that my kids never had to see
that,
the old me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was the same way.
Yeah. So good blessing there.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So did you say Brother
Dennis?
Brother Dennis. So you see him, and the Lord saying, here you go.
Yeah, he's like, here you go. You ain't getting out of this one, So I went out there, and we started talking, and I'm like, golly, I'm glad y'all showed up. I need to talk to somebody. So I said, I need the Lord, So we got to talking, and I got saved right there on the farm. I can show you the spot where I got saved at. And when we got done, he said, I got up this morning, didn't have any plans on coming out here. And when I got up this morning, the good Lord said, you got to go see the Welleses. And he said, I didn't realize that I was going to come out here and somebody was going to get saved. I was just coming out here and checking on you and seeing how things were going.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just praise God that he never gave up on me, because I done the same thing that, like you were talking about. I went through some, like a lot of young people did. I went through a time where had some tough things happen, and kind of got away from God, and it's a
lived for Jeff just a little bit.
Exactly. Done it the absolute wrong way.
Yeah. Complete different change after this experience.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This was the one I was looking for.
One you was looking for.
Yeah.
So how did you do you think Leanne knew?
Yeah, she knew.
She knew.
Yeah.
She knew that you weren't right. You think? You're just
probably. Yeah.
Did you have to tell her, or did she tell a difference in you when you came in?
I don't remember. I figured I told her, because I was just about to jump over something. I was so happy because I needed it. Worse than anybody you'll know.
Yeah. So good stuff there. Good stuff. So awesome. So you've been pretty much in church since then,
yes.
and just going.
And that was one of the things Leanne really helped me, because when we got married in 95, I'd kind of got out of it a little bit. I'd went off and on, but not regular like I needed to. And when we got married, we started going to church. So she helped me do that.
Yeah.
And then everything started clicking after that.
God knew you needed her.
There was a lot of things that happened, and it was in his time.
Right.
And and some of the bad things that had happened, he just tied it all together, and
it's interesting if you stop and think about all the things that had to happen to get you to that point.
Exactly.
That God was in control in every situation and every little thing that happened. Amanda and I's story is crazy of how he moved the pieces around to get us to where we were at, to put us together. It was when you go back and look at it, it's crazy. But God's got a plan. He's got a will, and he will see it through.
Exactly.
If we will just accept him. And man, I'm so happy for you and glad that kind of odd to say, but I'm glad you shot burned, if that's what got you.
Yeah, exactly. And that's even what my mom and dad said. They said this right here was worth the whole thing. That's a materialistic thing that can be replaced, and your salvation can't.
Absolutely.
Sometimes he has to, when you're hard headed like I am, sometimes he's got to hit you where it hurts to get your attention.
No wonder we become friends.
Exactly.
I think we're the same person, just splitting.
Yeah.
But so One of the things we talked, I said one of the second thing is have a mess in your life, and that was a pretty good mess that got you to where you's at. Now, when I say a mess, a lot of people automatically go to the negative side, something bad. But where this came from, tearing through the roof, the four friends that had the paralyzed friend, and trying to get him to Jesus, and the door was blocked, and there was so many people there, so they went up on the roof and tore the roof off and lowered him down. Now, what you think about what kind of mess that made when they tore that roof off?
Oh yeah,
pieces falling everywhere, and sawdust, pieces of ceiling tile, whatever they had up there. But all that in the floor, that's a good mess.
Yeah.
And now we have bad messes too.
That's
there's
right.
just things, but we get in. But a mess, I don't mean anything bad. I mean, it can be a bad mess that we got ourselves into, or it could be a good mess that we did stuff. But anything come to mind? A mess in your life that you want to talk about?
Yeah, I was probably the one that hits home the most. I was probably 20, probably 19 or 20, somewhere in that neighborhood. And I was dating a girl at the time, and I was helping. She was had a single parent, just her mom, and I was helping them paint one night, and it was probably 10:30 or something when we got done painting, and I was going home, and I seen one of my buddies at a convenience store, and I kind of swung through there, my pickup, and went through there. Well, I didn't know it, but there was a 3-year-old kid had ran out the door, and I didn't see him and ran over him. And he didn't die instantly, but a couple months later he died from that accident. And that's really stuck with me. I didn't, kind of like we was talking about a while ago, I didn't handle it the best in the world. I tried to, but my mom was what I call a super Christian. Her faith never wavered, and she kept telling me the whole time, son, I don't know why God's allowing you to go through this, but one of these days you're going to see why that happened. And he doesn't allow anything for us to, he doesn't allow us to go through anything that he's not going to help us through.
Right.
And she said, if you'll just keep the faith, he's going to turn this around one of these days to where it's part of your went blank.
Part of your testimony?
Part of your testimony.
Yeah.
And you can help other people with that. So went on, that was in probably like 90. So several years later, I got saved in 97. We had Savannah, our first child, in 98. And this whole time I'm dealing with it. It's, but I never understood why he allowed me to go through that. And we had Savannah in 98, February of 98. And sometime in that time frame, right after that, we were building a garage. And I didn't have a semi at the time, or we had semis, but we didn't have a dump trailer. So I called this company that hauls chat. And the guy calls me, and he's supposed to meet me there at a certain time. And anyway, so I'm standing there waiting on him. And he's coming down our gravel road, and he's got this black Peterbilt, real shiny, real pretty truck. And anyway, he gets out, and we're start talking, and I said, man, that's a pretty truck, And he said, well, thank you. He said, it's my first load that I've hauled in about a month. And and my dad came up about that time, and we're talking, and he said, yeah, about a month ago I was in a really bad wreck, and this is my first load that I've hauled since the accident. And we're talking, we'll kind of find out he had it wasn't his fault. He was going through this small town, and a mother and her 16-year-old son, she was teaching him to drive, and he went through the stop sign, didn't stop, and that guy hit him and killed them both. And it's just amazing to me to this day that God waited till I was saved. Just, freshly, like a year later, not even a year. He waited all that time until I got my stuff together, got saved, and then he sent that guy to me on his first load.
Yeah.
And so we got to talking, and he's like, how'd you make it through it, And then I got to telling him about my thing and got to share my testimony with him.
Yeah.
And I just thank God for, and then after that, I'm like, it's just such a blessing that I took it as a dark time and kind of find out I was able to help somebody, just like my mother said, if I just keep the faith,
Yeah, yeah. It's amazing how God, I just used the scripture not too long ago, but it's amazing how it was Joseph, his brothers sold him into slavery, and told their dad Jacob that he died from animal stuff, and then he became the second in command in Egypt, and when the famine hit, that's who they went to, and he said what the enemy meant for evil, God meant for good. And a lot of times things happen in our life, and it's just like, how in the world is this? But God can do anything.
It's exactly right.
And he can change any bad situation into a good if we'll let him.
Yeah.
If we let him. And not trying to make light of it, but when you said that in the parking lot, when I was probably 4 or 5, I hit a car in the parking lot. The car didn't hit me. I ran into the car.
Oh, really?
I was running across the parking lot, and the car was coming around the building.
Yeah.
And a couple seconds sooner, it would have hit me, but I ran into the car. And so not a lot of people can say that they ran into a car themselves, but I mean, I was almost in the same situation. It can happen like that.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
No one's fault, just kids being kids. So,
exactly.
Man, I'm learning something about you. That's an interesting story. Did you have any repercussions from that, as like when you was going through that after the accident and stuff? Was there? I know it was tough times emotionally. Did you have?
Well, yes and no. I mean, it was just hard to deal with at the time, and
I just ruled as an accident.
Yes. Yeah. And of course, I dealt with it in the wrong way. I was young, and I was in the kind of like you. I got rescued from a bottle of a Miller Lite bottle. That's
mine was Bud Light.
Yeah.
Now, there's nowhere God won't go, because
exactly.
he got me out of the bottle of a beer bottle, so it don't matter what was on the label. But he can find us anywhere we're at. So that's a good part of a testimony. There is, it doesn't matter where you're at. If you're out there watching this, doesn't matter where you are at. God knows, and He's just as close as the mention of His name.
Exactly
what the scripture says. So anything else about that, or how did do you still have? Does it still bother you, or is it?
No, not really.
It's easier now that you've seen God use it.
After he used it for and helped me help somebody else. It's really enlightened me. And even right after that guy left, I was like, man, it was all worth it. All that pain and everything, it was just all worth it.
Still there, but
it's like a tool. I can use it for His goodness and His grace from what He can do with things like that. Yeah. We think, sometimes we just want to gloom and doom, but if you'll just let Him turn it over, He can.
I've said this on a previous podcast. God gave me this several years ago. If we take our mess, MESS, we take our mess, and we will allow God, give it to Him, and allow God to let it age.
Yeah.
When He puts that together, we have a MESSAGE. It becomes a message.
Exactly.
Any mess that we have, if we give to God, after some time, He can turn that mess into a message. And mess plus age equals message. And He gave me that years and years ago. And I think about that a lot. Every mess I go through, I'm like, okay, all right, God, it's yours now. Yeah. Just help me use it, for your glory later on. So anything else?
No,
I'm talking about.
that's probably one of the biggest messes.
Big messes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a big mess, but God used it for a message.
Oh,
so,
yeah.
Awesome. All right. So we'll move on to the next part of this. I kind of throw this on people. Of course, you've seen some of the podcasts. You kind of know probably what's coming.
Yeah.
What's one of your favorite Bible verses?
Probably Isaiah 40:31. That was one of my mom's favorite. And those that hope on the Lord shall renew their strength, soar on the wings like eagles.
Yeah.
They should run and not be weary, and walk and not be faint.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably one of my. And of course, I went to Greene County Tech too, and I was an Eagle, so I had to.
We will not hold that.
I know.
So any of y'all out there that are against the GCT,
yeah, don't hold anything against it.
Well, I'm from Truman originally, so don't hold that.
Yeah.
No, it's every town has its things, and it's we're just as proud of it as anybody else is. So, so renew their strength and on the wings of eagles. Yeah, I like that one. It's a pretty good one. But the first, what was the prerequisite for that? Trust in the Lord. Is that what it said?
Or hope in the Lord.
Hope in the Lord.
Depends on which version you look at.
Yeah.
But it's hope in the Lord.
Yeah. So let's get a little. So you and Leanne, you mentioned Savannah.
Yeah.
Y'all have a son as well.
You
right?
have Matthew.
Matthew.
Yeah.
And y'all are empty nesters now, aren't you?
Exactly. Yeah. Savannah's 28, and Matthew's 22.
Yeah.
So we've got empty nest.
I joke around and tell them I'm ready for my empty nest. I don't know how well it'll happen, but was that a problem for you when they realized that they're gone and?
Yeah, it was. Of course, Savannah moved off and she went to A-State for 3 years, and then she went to Fayetteville for several years. She ended up getting her doctorate. And but yeah, when she left to go to Fayetteville, that was just.
She make you call her doctor?
Not yet. She had. She just got it back in she walked in May, and then she just got done about a month ago with her final depositions and all that. So no, I hadn't had to call her doctor yet.
Savannah, if you watch this, make him call you a doctor.
Yeah, she probably will. But no, that was probably one. That was tough, because. Just watching her leave, and I'm not saying we overprotected her, but
she's daddy's little girl.
She's daddy's little girl, yeah. And watching her just drive off and not have any friends or family or anything like that over there, and everything's going through your head. What if she has a flat, or what if the car won't start? We helped her move into an apartment, and it wasn't too bad. We helped her move over there, but when I had to turn around and leave and come back and leave her, yeah, that's when it hit. But like I said, just send up a whole bunch of prayers for her,
at some point, that's what we got to do. We just got to hand them over.
Yeah, we just got to turn them over and let him handle it, and he's really blessed us. Yeah. So I'm, and of course, Matthew just moved out a couple weeks ago. So, but he's staying here in Paragould, so that's a blessing.
No grandkids yet.
No grandkids yet.
Yeah. So man, that's a whole different life.
Right there. Yeah. I'll tell you a funny story on that. We was on the farm one day, and Matthew was little, and he was probably 6 or 7, and I was land plane in a field, which with a land plane it makes it real smooth. It's they're long, and that's what it does, like a land plane. It grades it out and makes it real smooth. And my dad and Matthew was with him, and they were picking polypipe up. And it was and I'd already done almost the whole field. I guess I'd had land plane the whole field. It takes like 3 or 4 hours to do it, And I look over there, and Matthew is in my dad's pickup, and he's out where I had land plane, and he's doing donuts. And Dad's just laughing, and he's over there coaching him up, showing him how to get the floor, and telling him to go harder and all that. And he's spinning around where I just land plane that field off. And when I got done, I was doing the ends, and I came back over where it was at, and I looked at my dad, and I said, I can't believe you're letting him do that. I said, when we were kids, me and my brother, I said, you would have beat us with a knotted plow line if we'd have tore a field up like that. And, you know, it was probably going to take me 20, 30 minutes to go back and land plane it over.
Yeah.
And he said, yeah, but I'm going to tell you something, son. If I knew grandkids was this much fun, I'd have skipped you two boys.
And I would almost bet if you start looking into that, it was probably his idea, not Matthew.
Oh, it was his, totally. It was because Matthew didn't even know what to do, and he's like, oh, you got to give it more gas and cut the wheel harder. Yeah, he's over coaching him up and just laughing, you know. And but yeah, he said, I'd have skipped you two boys.
One of these days, you'll have yours out there, and you'll be showing them the same thing.
Oh, yeah.
It's so much fun. I have in mind tell my daughter, fix me a sandwich, woman, or something like that, you know, calling her a woman.
Yeah.
She's just staring at me.
Oh, yeah.
But, yeah, it's fun, man. You can mess with them and then go home.
Oh, that's right. It's like Dad says, you can spoil them and then they got to go home with y'all. Y'all got to discipline. Feed them full of chocolate and hype them up and then send them with Mom and Dad.
Yeah, so,
let them calm them down.
Yeah. So tell me a little, how did y'all end up here at Dixie? We got a few more minutes.
Yeah, I really don't know, but I'm glad God done it. I had went all my life at Eastside, and I guess when COVID hit, you know, everybody shut down, and they were going to move and, you know, build another church and things like that, and I just thought it went there my whole life, you know, ever since I was born, and I just felt like God was kind of leading us somewhere else. And then Leanne started coming down here. She came a couple times before I did, and she told me one day, she said, you know, when we got married, I went to your church, and now that we're thinking about doing some changing, she said, I'm going to go down there at Dixie, and because my family goes down there, and at the time all my family went to Eastside, you know, so we just decided to come down here, and it's been a blessing. I really enjoy it. It's goes back to the old saying, bigger's not better. I really believe that he led me here for a reason.
I tell people all the time, I'd rather have 4 quarters than 100 pennies.
That's right.
I'd rather have 4 people that want to be here than 100 that just come to get a check mark or something, you know. But yeah, I'm glad y'all came as well, and y'all are kin to half the church. Well,
Leanne is. I'm kin by marriage.
Marriage. Well, I figured out real quick after I got out here. I've been here. We've been going our pastoring here over 9 years. We're on our 10th year now, and found out real quick that everybody was kin to everybody else.
Right. And you can't say anything bad about a member here.
No, you can't. And I'm you know, but after 10 years or nine and a half, whatever, however long we've been here, we're family now too.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it was everybody was kin to everybody, and it was quite interesting trying to figure out how everybody fit in and where they were at. So and since y'all been coming, Leanne's mom has started coming here. She came back to this area. Moved back, and she's been coming here as well. And so yeah, good stuff, man. If you're not coming to Dixie Baptist, you're missing it.
That's right.
It's a good church, and if we just had a better preacher, everything would be.
Oh no, you're right where God wants you. That's why He won't let you leave, because He wants you here.
Yeah, and there's a story about that too. I think I've shared that with you. You know, there's. I will share that with y'all eventually on another podcast. But yeah, I tried to leave and God wouldn't let me, and so I decided I was just going to make them kick me out.
That's right.
I preached that first message like, this is going to do it. Everybody in the church patted me on the back. That's the best message you preached. We've been waiting for you to tear loose like
That's
that. It's like, oh Lord, I can't even.
Yeah, you thought you was going to step on toes, and all you done was made everybody happy.
Like, oh Lord, I can't even make them run me off.
Yeah, You've had it now. You're stuck.
We're stuck here. But all right. So Jeff, I am so glad and thankful that you decided to come on and share a little bit about you. Do me one favor and come back and do this again and talk about another mess, and we'll just see if we can minister to people and help them out. All right.
All right, man.
Thanks
I
a lot,
appreciate
man.
it. Thank you
Appreciate
for
it.
having me.
All right. We're glad to have you. Glad to have you. All right. So that concludes this episode of Tearing Through the Roof, the podcast where life gets messy, friendships get real, and when the door is blocked, we make our own way to Jesus. Let's go.